And this is what you can experience. The experiencer what can experience coming out of presence, vibrating in the absence, which is not different in nature, because the nature of the presence and the nature of the absence is that.
When it starts the relationship like
that's too late. Only information can relate to information. But that's why they call it our souls relating to our souls. It's only too late. It's things already.
It comes love also.
But
this is the love.
Love? There's no love in it. There is no love. How can there be love?
Cannot be, but we try, like human beings, to have this. And this is the.
You said it. It's human beings. Mr. Beans and Mrs. Beans.
Lesbians also.
Lesbians having beans. More beans and less beans. Having a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that what more beans and less beans coming together, creating guys like him. Normally out of gays could come, but something went wrong. So when that what is presence becomes presence and absence, then the presence and the absence is father and mother, and then the presence vibrates in the absence, and then you have this movie, this imaginary movie of the presence and the absence. So it's like when that what is a cosmic vagina making the presence being interested in itself, and then vibrating in that whatever absence. That you can call whatever is the child, so the result of the presence vibrating in the absence. And already the presence is a phenomenal experience as the absence of that, what is presence. So the presence experiencing itself as presence and absence. And then in that separation, the presence tries to know the absence, or itself, and then pain.
Pain.
Pain, yeah. Pain and pain. Pang, pang. The big bang. And out of the big bang comes bangle. Bangles. Angels and bangles. Angels and demons. All that comes out of the presence vibrating in the absence. All the demons, all the hells, all the heavens, all the dimensions, just presence vibrating in absence. And if the absolute presence vibrating in the absolute absence, only in an absolute way it has to manifest or experience itself. Out the slightest movement of that absolute presence, that absolute movement is an infinite speed which is silence. So in one instant the whole is done. Not in 7 days or 6 days. On the 7 days he was resting, this asshole.
That's why they are the 7 states, because 7 days.
Yeah. Sorry. Just in case.
But we have also for our son, but we call it 7 days.
When Dylan Thomas was asked if he believed in God, he said, "I'd be a damn fool if I didn't."
Yeah. So I just in case. Sorry. He doesn't believe me, but I try. Yeah, Lalit. La 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 Lalit. You're littering? What are you littering? La littering. A what? A lullaby. You buy a lullaby? You lullaby. I am as I lullaby? I lullaby because I am? Lullaby? Yeah, any questions about the absolute? She's always presenting, I don't know what, but something. Yeah, out of simple elegance coming this elegant phrases. With the glory of Krista. Do 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 da. Krista here and Krista da. What did you say? My name is Pain? Here, sir. My name is.
My name is.
Atatanana Pain.
Astanapane.
Pan or Pain?
Let it go. That's why it comes.
Let it go. Let it be.
Let it be.
Let it go. Virgin Mary came and told me, let it be. Don't try to fuck me. Let it be. The Virgin Mary came, huh? Don't drink Bloody Marys. Yeah, better.
Blondie Marys, it's okay.
Blonde Marys?
Blondie Marys.
Beyond Marys.
Blondie.
Blonde Marys? But they're rarely blonde Marys. No one wants to marry blonde girls. I heard. Huh? For that she was twice married.
This comes the answer from this dessert. It's the game over.
Game over?
This
Christian?
dessert and the dessert.
Game over.
Is the marriage, man and the woman, and it's just game over.
Yeah, he just came over. Her. Came over her.
Game over.
Actually, they're nearly married. They're already they're financiers. So now he wears a t-shirt that Krista sees game is over.
You will be the priest for this marriage.
I already married them.
Okay.
How many times else? How many times more should I marry them? I told them resistance is futile. Even wearing a t-shirt that game is over. It's futile. Sooner or later they will marry because she will get a pension and he likes one. There are some simple reasons for marriage. Money. It's always one and only reason, money. Was there ever any other reason to marry? If you really love each other, you don't have to marry. Only if you want to have the pension or some security or some other reasons. No one marries for love. For green cards, for whatever, for security, whatever. There is marriage, but
Blondie Mary also. Blondie marriage.
you shouldn't marry when you have your menopause. Or maybe if you have a menopause, you can marry any day. Men no pause. I don't need any pause anymore. Yeah, any questions about hormones? Hormones are forever. Hormones, hormones. How many moons? Yeah, Oliver, twist. Yeah, now back to your phenomenal.
Well, no, I just have a statement. He's trying to have an understanding has no advantage or disadvantage of not understanding. So what's the big deal if you want to understand or not want to understand? It's the same shit.
You see? Pure wisdom.
Oh, no, because you tend to put out. Yeah, you're full of shit. Never mind.
It's the glory of understanding.
So nothing. So why you pick up on trying to understand as opposed to not trying to understand?
Now she repeats what I
Could
say.
you clarify a little on that? Elaborate a little.
Elaborate a bit. My little labor of pleasure. Elaborate. Or bore. It's a bore.
Oh, interesting.
It comes elaborate from boredom, like you try to avoid boredom, so you elaborate.
Trying to understand is at least stimulating to this mind.
Synapses.
Little, stimulation here, otherwise it's boring.
Yeah,
And there is no advantage or disadvantage in being bored or not bored, understanding or not understanding. So what's the big deal?
have a schnapps.
Oh, yeah. Shut up. You have a snap for him.
Oh, you think what? You think this is water? You think I'm talking like because I'm drinking water?
Yeah.
This is klar. This is clarity.
Oh. Say something.
Come on, entertain me.
Entertain me.
Make it. Come on. Yeah, it's like if I would mind to be a brothel, I could not sit here, because everyone thinks I'm like a whore who is ready to entertain someone. Come on, masturbate for me. Elaborate, clarify it, try to make me happy. Come on. Or not? No, if I would mind, I would kick asses, I would kill you all. I like to be a whore of myself. I'm serve myself as a whore as I serve myself as whatever. I have no problem with being a whore and trying to whatever. I'm in a self-service. And if you are a pussy who wants to be served, I push you. Push you.
Pushing you.
Please push me. Pushy me. It seemed too much for him. Pushing me. You see that position, come on, make it. And if I say no, then yeah, now I play a woman.
Back to that.
Yeah. That is your position. Hard to get is the position of a woman, not of a man normally.
Well, there are exceptional cases, Karl.
Not him. He's not hard to get. But it's hard to get rid of. But it's hard to get rid of. To rid off. So what was your question? I know what? Do you think I can survive 20 minutes more without answering?
I'm not sure.
No, I'm wondering, I'm looking for the miracle. I'm looking for a miracle. Anyone remembers the question who is interested? The what?
Elaboration.
Elaboration, but it was about phenomenal. She is a fan of the phenomenal. Fantastic entertainment of the phenomenal dance.
It's very entertaining.
Yeah, it's a whale dance. It's like a woman who is making a whale dance, but they're infinite whales. And you imagine that one day you will see the pussy, but you will never see the pussy, because there's nothing there.
Okay.
That's like the intellect, that is like the consciousness makes a whale dance.
Yeah.
And there's always infinite whales, but you think that next whale, if I just lift that whale, then I will discover what is the nature of that what is. But this existence is like making a whale dance, and you can unveil as many whales as you like. There will always be one whale more.
Yeah, but there's still the attraction, and if you pretend there isn't, because if you don't
No,
need
that
an
makes
advantage, then it's the same bullshit.
that makes you horny, and when you're horny, you should try to unveil it.
Yeah, right.
But don't ask me if there's an advantage of it unveiling
There
it.
isn't any
That I
advantage.
say, you have to do it anyway.
Yeah,
So
but
do
then
it.
what comes here at the end, because you shoot all this trying to see the veil, and no one shows the veil. The
The-
interest, the
the-
fascination with the veil.
Or the fascination comes by itself.
Yeah.
You are horny by yourself. I don't have to make you horny to unveil something. I can only sit here, you can be horny as hell, and you can be unveiling whatever, you will never penetrate yourself. Yeah, I try, maybe, I tempt you to make more and more striptease, but you can never tease, I can never tease you enough to unstrip the stripper. But that I'm trying to do it, I unstrip the stripper. And I tell you, the stripper can unstrip himself infinitely, it will always be one stripper too many. So,
But in the meantime, what to do?
it's always a mean time.
Yeah.
That's why it's a mean time. That's why I say every experience is a misery experience, a mean time, because whatever you can experience is in time, it's a mean time. It's very mean. And you're horny and you know that, but you cannot penetrate. And your idea that you have to penetrate yourself to know yourself makes you so miserable.
But then the opposite idea is the same misery.
Yeah, and I tell you, if it will never end, maybe the expectation that it will happen may end, and then there is still trying to penetrate, but not expecting to come by it. Yeah, that's Tantra. That's really Tantra, you penetrate without expecting to come.
Yeah.
To know yourself, to have this orgastic enlightenment bullshit. You just penetrate without expecting to come by it. That's why, this is always what I'm doing here. I tell you, penetrate, but don't expect to come. Then penetration is just a fun, an entertainment, but not a work. You don't have to work your ass off to be what you are, because you will never come. Because it's a fake coming. Every orgastic experience, every blissful thing is a fake coming. The false... Of course, I was always a Tantra master. That's why you're here, I know. Osho was a big Tantra master. And I'm just a Tantra master of different whatever, of intellect. Yanis are Tantra masters, because Yanis tell you, you can penetrate yourself infinite times, but you will never come by it. So that understanding which you call coming, like knowing yourself, will never happen in that. But still you have to try to penetrate yourself, even with your intellect. With your body, with your intellect. That's Tantra in all levels. Pointing out you cannot not try, because the moment you are this penis, you're horny. The moment you are in the knowing yourself, you are horny to know yourself. And just being horny you cannot get rid of. And you play both parts. You are the lingam and you are the pussy, who is horny to be penetrated. But even the pussy cannot be penetrated because there is no pussy to be penetrated. And there is no one who is different to penetrate. So in the pussy in being penetrated is not coming, and the penetrator is not coming by penetrating. There is no coming in it. Because you already that what never needs to come, because already is there. Because the nature of the penetrator and the nature of what is penetrated is already what it is. And it cannot come anymore. Because it's already what it is. But still you try. You want to have an extra coming. You always want to look for this extra coming, for this special coming, for that final coming. If I just come this time, then I will never have to come again. Because you want to end coming. By saying, if I really come, then I don't come anymore.
But comes the babies after.
That's a side effect. And you better have a condomus. But if you don't come, no baby. But if you come, then you are phantom kama. And out of phantom kama, coming phantom kamas. That's called kama, Kama Sutra. The moment he comes, there is Kama Sutra, because then the sutra means you have to care about the babies which are coming out of fake babies, coming out of fake coming.
So that's what they mean by pussyfooting around.
Pussies?
Pussyfooting.
Pussyfucking.
Not
Uh-huh.
really pussyfooting.
No, it's imposing. You're posing to fuck around, but you're not. No, when you are, I don't know. Okay, was that elaborating enough?
That was nice elaboration, Karl. Very nice. And the pussy and the beast.
The pussy and the beast.
Pussy and the cat.
Did you ever read François Villon? Then you know about some pussies.
Okay.
He was he's the most famous whatever poet from the late 18th century from France. Rimbaud and Villon, François Villon. It's like it's quite famous. And he always talks about the beast, like the strawberry beast. You always feel strawberries. Strawberry fields forever. Then even the Beatles stole it from him. Yeah. And Krista now. Ich bin ganz wund in meinem Erdbeermund. Ja, that's Villon. Ich habe das Tier so tief erfahren. I experienced the beast so deeply. And what came out? Nothing. That's Villon. That's French literature, highest. Like Sartre, Sade and Villon, they're really in this whatever direction. The Germans are more Goethe and Schiller and the bells. Yeah, the suffering of the young Werther. Heavy. Deep throat. Oh. That's the French. Yeah. And the Spanish? They have always the sad poems, huh? Very, very heavy and sad. When was the day coming? Loca. Yeah, he was Loca. Loco. Locky Loca. Okay. Yeah, some other questions about Adam, Eve. No, not today. Anything anymore? Suffering, fear, pain, need. Okay. What else can I elaborate? Work on? Huh? Something from Kazakhstan? Like we can work on? It's not? It's enough for you.
Now it comes asshole again. Enough for us.
Yeah, it's enough for us. Yeah, at the end, that's what is all left over the ass. At the end. Paolo is bored. You see? We're having fun with elaboration and he is bored. No, he likes to be bored, I know. Because then he can make more Hatha yoga. Every morning is bored and then comes Hatha, 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 Hatha. Then six pack again. Energy from the left shoulder to the right shoulder. How's my elbow today? He's in love with himself. Every morning he shows this very deeply.
Not only the morning.
You see, it does it the whole day now. So he likes to be bored because then he has to do something. Boring, boring, boring. In German means thrilling. You are thrilled by boredom. Yeah, Israel. Gaza. Gazing around, huh? It's a lot to see, and there's not enough to see in the Gaza. Huh? It's very empty, huh? Rocks. Or is there a lot of green villages and canyons? No.
Lots of buildings.
Lot of buildings now?
That's how it looks from 5 or 10 kilometers.
10?
No, maybe more.
How long?
Maximum 10, I think.
10 kilometers. How big is Israel anyway from the... Not so far, huh?
8 hours you go from north to south.
8 hours?
8 hours by driving.
How fast?
How fast? 100 kilometers.
It's,
800 kilometers.
yeah? Oh, it's so far. But how is the smallest from the sea to the border?
Yeah, yeah.
That's 17 or something sometimes. Huh?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Not exactly, but
very narrow.
this is why they are so afraid.
Oh yeah, because it's... That's why they always shoot too far.
If an army comes and can split
The
country
nation.
in two. So they are afraid of it.
Yeah. Yeah, there has to be a good defense system. So if your hips are too small, you have to defend yourself more.
Yeah.
5 minutes more. Don't fear.
You're on the hips now, so it's dangerous.
It's what?
You say if your hips are too narrow, you got to do